Okay, so this is question 2 from the trig test. So now we've got a substitution where t is equal to tan x. And from that, we're going to show that 12 tan 2x plus 5 cot x sec squared x is equal to 0 can be written as this quartic. Right, so let's look. So we've got 12 tan 2x. Okay, well, that means that I've got 12 times a double angle. So what's the double angle formula? Well, t is tan x. Okay, and our double angle formula is 2 tan x. So that will give me 2t, and that's divided by 1 minus t squared. So that's using our double angle formula. Now to that, I'm going to add 5 times cot x. Well, cot x is 1 over tan, which is 1 over our definition, 1 over t. And then I've got sec squared x. Okay, we're going to use the identity that sec squared is equal to 1 plus tan squared. So that means I'm going to put 1 plus t squared. And that is equal to 0. Right, so now all I have to do is expand those out. Okay, and if we expand all of these out by multiplying by 1 minus t squared, I end up with 5t to the power of 4 minus 24t squared minus 5 equals 0 as required. Okay, right now, whenever you see this word, whenever you see hence, hence means using what you've worked out before. You've found the solution, now it's saying hence solve, so hence use the thing that you've used between 0 and 360. 12 tan 2x plus 5 cot x sec squared x equals 0. Right. So now, that means we can start with the quadratic that we just proved is true. There's a quadratic, right? So first thing, the quadratic, what we're going to do, we're going to find their factors. So we find that our factors are 5t squared plus 1 t squared minus 5 equals 0. Now remember, even with a calculator, this question has 4 marks. Write down the factorization. One of the method marks is actually for doing the factorization. Okay, so now we're going to look at this and say, well, okay, so t squared minus 5. If t squared minus 5 is 0, that means that t squared equals 5, and therefore t equals plus or minus the square root of 5. Okay, that's all good. Now, for our second factor, we've got that 5t squared plus 1 equals 0. So therefore, 5t squared equals negative 1. And therefore, t squared equals negative 1 over 5. And we would have to take the square root of negative 1 over 5. Now, we know square numbers are always positive. We can't take the square root of negatives. You need to reject this. Okay? If you don't reject it, you are going to lose marks because it looks like you think you can take the square root of a negative number, which you can't. So now, what are we doing? Okay, so we've basically got our solutions here. Okay, so we've got plus and minus the square root of 5. So what do we do? Well, all we need to do is basically take our function, which is tan. So we do tan minus 1 of the square root of 5, and that's going to give us 66, actually 65.9 degrees. That's our first solution. Okay, remember this is tan, so then we do 180 plus 65 degrees, and that gives us 245.9 degrees. Okay, then we take tan minus 1 of negative 5. That gives us a negative number. Okay, and then we add 180. We get 114.1. And the next one is 180 plus 114.1. And we get to 94.1. Okay, now remember, if this is tan, okay, I've got a graph like that. Okay, so here is my 0. Here is my pi. Here is my 2 pi. Okay. So I'm basically looking for solutions. So I'm always going to get 2 positives and I'm going to get 2 negatives. So I need 4 solutions in total, which I've got 2 from the square root of 5, 2 from the square root of -5.